10 o'clock kickoff.
No, I mean, inside I'm here travel,
gone.
so I had to spend time with her. Man.
You know, I had to lock in. Yes. Scout with a book, man.
Groot man.
Check out the camera. Is every week
Groot man. Groot.
Okay, Simnan,
Brother. Yeah, bro.
let's go for it.
Are we doing 45 or 30?
Yeah.
45.
45,
For this.
30 plus 15 minutes.
Oh, 45 complete.
Yeah.
Because we're just a bit late though.
Yeah, 45.
Quarter
Gents.
past.
Please, gents.
Okay, then stick your points.
It's a thing. Really doing this. I didn't even do my. Okay,
Coming up with ideas.
Let me see. I got something on my.
Okay.
Can I be on my phone?
Yeah.
While we're talking about this thing, I've got stuff that I just quickly got from now at work at 11:30. That's just my research, and just for the personal assistant, I just ask him. I just sent your voice note. Are we recording this thing? Live. Fuck me. Apologies, guys.
The swear words.
Okay, let's go.
Then go, brother.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Threeman Press. Hey, it's Pressy like I say, last week, but it's fine. Oh, okay, fine. Guys, remember this place is not a place where we are here to be right. It's a place where we put things on the table so that you guys can also comment and tell us what you think. Share the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, all of those nice things so that we can grow this platform and you can join us on the press. And then, of course, I've got Football Telefang, and I myself, I'm known as George Mokwena, aka Overthinking Football. Guys, I want to know participate, not go in for a little bit and
It is not a vision. Germany
And stuff like that. Germany had, you right, Telefang. Germany had a.
I haven't said anything, but
I'll give you the idea, man.
a whole structural football association, but into the football association, but into the future, and then they won.
Yeah.
Hence the profile of player.
So they could no longer go out of money.
Substance. So now, as much as that may be the reason, the catalyst of the reason, but did it not work?
I don't think it was a plan. I think it was a necessity. I don't think Germany did this with their
and
eyes
that necessity
open.
led to a plan being
but that's what I'm
developed.
saying. Even that plan, I don't think it was a plan as in somebody came with Vision 2014. I think what happened was all of the teams had to go back now
Yes.
and develop. They had to get better development. They had to. There was no vision. They just had to. You were forced to. You couldn't spend the money. You couldn't go. And that's where all of the guys came in. Mina, I'd like us to have, and as much as you guys, I want us to think, you can think of that can maybe push something,
For us
because
to
that will
win.
give you the nugget. Yeah,
To win. To go from not qualifying
Yes.
to celebrating qualification
Uh-huh.
to the next World Cup in 5 years.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Can I read this, right? It says, on the core idea and its ambition, right? Wait, okay.
Let me put the idea on the table. It's very simple.
Yeah.
I'm calling towards these 100 kids
Okay.
That
So-
are what, 13?
that are 13.
13
Okay.
years old.
So that means best development, best management, best food, best everything. Obviously, again, this would need league. Everybody in football should come together. So that the goal is that so that means the best coaches, the best food, the best man. For 6 months with Bayern Munich. That is at because maybe they can't. Similar to they went to a place where they looked. Guys, we've identified a lot of the talent, so now we need. Put him there. So I want to propose that on a mass scale that is done by the footballing fraternity as
Mzile.
Yes.
No. I don't think that's exactly what George is saying.
He just said yes.
Did you say yes? So
What's
that's
wrong?
part of 23 men of 18-year-olds.
What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong. Japanese also have a similar idea, but you need similar players. You can't win.
To
My man,
win.
To win, George. Sometimes you need experience
Yes.
to win. The best football teams. No.
No.
You are
This is football.
mobilizing all of the happy chat,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, Bafana. Things
Times. Careful with you need a monster mentality. The one if because the mentality of a helper. I understand that where it's the team first before yourself. A defensive midfield. Sometimes I'm not taking away. Is actually the conversation. You something conversation. it's basically forget hoping for a golden generation. We need to build a factory that manufactures one, which is where you are going. You are not speaking about the gold manufacturing and that. And then that if you get a 13-year-old, that's a 6-year development talent to emerge. We need to the best 100 under 50 handcrafted process. This is in the ecosystem, schools, gyms. That's your conversation.
So, olds in this 6-year, 5-year plan,
Yes.
Without experience.
How? If
Apparently,
Mbogazi was, if his fast track plan was 3 years from now and he had already been playing for Pirates 3 years, what would you look at there? You remember album Can You Still
being
make
the other than tactics and the technical part. Sometimes it's the psychological. Sometimes you come up against teams and national teams that you are playing against legacy.
Okay.
You're playing against fighting. Football, don't underestimate momentum. Sometimes
so,
you
so you
Guys,
know,
guys.
so here's my chat, ne, Lindo. Here's my chat. So
guys,
So
how
I'm-
so you need
I'm-
players that
I'm-
can deal with
I'm
that.
on
that
both sides, ne, that I'm with. Why I'm with George, I'm thinking about Alex Ferguson when he was told he can't win anything with a bunch
you are
of
speaking
kids.
about a World Cup here.
No.
We're not speaking about league.
But
Guys-
there's still an example.
Okay.
To win a
It's a
league is a
reference.
big
Can-
thing.
can-
It's
can
a
you use
reference.
that as a reference?
It's a reference because
Yeah.
he was told you cannot win anything with a and treble with these kids, so-called kids. So that's why I'm saying it is possible. But within, he did not have a full squad of just kids. He had kids
Guys,
and
There's
experience.
certain
to
positions.
guide.
That's
A
in
goalkeeper, you need an experienced
Yeah.
goalkeeper. You need one experienced centre back. You need an experienced midfielder. You need an experienced forward.
How do you craft experience, guys?
Life.
Life.
George,
George, the best songwriters, the
When
best
did Ben-
songwriters are
when
the
did
ones that
Benny
have gone
make-
through a lot.
When did Benny make his debut for Bafana? How
At
old was he?
17. If not
And
18.
if Benny's 17 making his debut for Bafana, in the 2 years post that, what happens to Benny's 20? What was he doing?
He was playing
At
international
a
football.
very high level.
Yes, for sure.
So is your assumption
Aaron
that
Mokwena,
Wait,
how old was
but
he
he
when he
wasn't
made his
winning World
debut?
Cups.
let me ask you a question. Is your assumption that these 18-year-olds, oh, obviously it's a concept. You're saying these will be put into a situation, the toughest opponents that are much older,
Yes. Yeah.
that will prepare them for this. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
But now you're putting them in tournaments that are people of the same age.
No, older.
Mina, I believe that with what George is saying, with the 6-year
Guys,
plan,
yeah.
right? That 6-year plan can get us closer to being very competitive in the world stage.
Yes.
As 4 years from now, Uronza is late in his 30s, well experienced. You take him to the World Cup for guidance, for experience, for leadership. You take Utebza as your defensive midfielder for the very same qualities. And then you've got Tumbogas, who's a little bit more matured, understands the game, he's gone through a little bit of life. That's what Talifang has said. And then you still have a Rile who's now even more experienced now. He's now at his peak, the peak of his career. And then you bring in all those 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
I want to focus on them. The reason why I want to speak about this plan as it is that you create a core group of players that are getting, again, all of the institutionalized knowledge of SA. That is the part that is impossible for me. That is,
what do you mean by
everybody coming together and saying, okay, Stars of Africa.
Yes.
I'm just using names. Farouk Khan. You're going to sit down with Dr. Ivan, Dr. Kaiser. We're going to bring in the HPC guys. We're going to bring in the mental people, the management side. We're going to craft a line for these guys, right? The reason why I'm using Mbogazi, can you imagine if Mbogazi was found at 15?
Yes, for sure.
Can you imagine if, similar to our older players who did very well, that we know, by 16, 17, he's starting for Pirates.
Yeah.
Right now, we'd be sitting with Mbogazi that's got 3 years of experience at least with Pirates. We don't know where he goes from there, right? You go and you create partnerships across the world, similar to what Ajax used to do with Ajax Amsterdam. You do all of those things. By the time these guys are 18, 19, it's a different type of player. I hear you guys on the experience and all of that stuff. But I'm saying that if you could mobilize the country to create 20 Mbogazis.
Morocco is an example, is your reference, George, because they send most of their talented players at a young age to the European countries, Portugal, Spain, for them to get better development. Then they come back into the country and help.
But it must be planned. I'm saying exactly.
It must be pre-planned. But the
Very
problem,
planned.
George, what you are talking about has been done before by Abu Sembat, Abu Farouk Khan, and the school.
No, not at the level that
not
I'm
at that
talking
level.
about.
But the
Not at
idea
the
was
level.
there. The idea was similar. They produced, the coaches were, they used to collaborate. And that's the challenge that we have in South African or African football, is that we want to compete even as coaches. Yes, for sure, football at the highest level is about competition. But in development, Konamanja, I saw a post, good Twitter. It's saying the Mamelodi Sundowns coach is a genius. He's a serial winner. I'm like, no, serial winner at GDL. No, like, he's a serial winner. Serial winner.
Did not win though.
In development football, you're a serial winner.
Do not
so
win
for me,
though.
that is the challenge that I have.
Isn't that
Coaches don't collaborate.
But isn't that a separate conversation?
It's a different conversation, for sure.
Let's then say this Project 110 that I'm speaking about, you'd have to do the same with the coaches. So you say, Nakon, we're doing a fully fledged plan where we're going to take X amount. It doesn't have to be 100, but X amount of coaches. And again, we're going to put them through Chiefs, 6 months at Mang, 6 months at Sundowns. You're going to go overseas. You're going to get Abu Rulani when they're going to Brazil. You're going to go and do the things that
So wait, do those kinds of the players that we need to develop, they can't still be rocking with developing coaches?
No. You see,
I'm thinking about your thing.
Oh, my thing is
It's already.
it's every Ivan Khoza with all of it. Country, come you create a.
Is which teams?
That's part of the plan. That's why I'm saying that everything you do moving towards is to say, okay, is the plan that this is the part that makes it impossible. Go Pirates, you say, guys, we need X amount of spaces for you guys, or whichever teams we locate, whether it's
put them in the top level,
whether it's whatever. This has to be a plan now to say that Ulindo is going from here to there. You get what I mean?
Okay. And
so
must
now,
be played.
There's no chance for these kids. There must be no chance where umuntu bencha for a year.
The conversation of roles? those boys must be playing at TS Galaxy because there's 6
No.
from Pumalanga.
Not
No.
TS Galaxy.
There's,
Not
no,
TS
I'm making
Galaxy.
an example.
Not TS
Some are
Galaxy.
coming from, but TS Galaxy give us.
No,
Whoa,
it must be-
whoa!
Isn't
Not
that
at the
the same-
level.
No,
Not at the
no,
level. Not at the
no.
level.
Isn't that the same process?
No.
It's sending 17-year-old Benny to Ajax Amsterdam.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm
Not
saying,
T-
but
not
I'm
TI,
saying,
not for
TS.
this one, not for this
Not for this
100.
100.
No,
This
then where
100
did-
Elite.
must be the
Elite.
elite,
Elite.
So what if those 100? I know that obviously in that 100, we are looking for 30 of who are consistent, who are exceptional.
I'm looking at 50 towards the end
Okay,
of the
50.
thing. Just say
I
of
was
the
just throwing a
whatever.
number
Yeah.
out there. Obviously, you're not going to have 100 players that are going to play in the national team. But how do you make sure that those 100 or that 50 is consistent and in terms of their development, in terms of game time, in terms of their evolution?
So that's the challenge he's speaking about. That's
It
what
ha-
makes it impossible. That's what he's saying.
It has to be, it's like Brazil.
Implemented.
There was a point called Brazil where the whole league decided we are no longer going to be playing with old men.
Yes.
Or old men will make up some of the thing, but our thing is that Mauna 15, you
Yes.
must be playing in the top league so that we can get rid of you by
Yeah.
16. What I'm asking for is for the entire footballing fraternity, essentially, to come in and go, you know what, gents, we're using all of our powers to make sure that these ones.
So let me ask you this.
George,
Let me
don't
ask
you think? Wait. Okay,
I always wait. So now, this, besides all these challenges, yeah, let's say everything the league works out, the league agrees.
Yeah.
And says we will implement these 100 Mang players,
Everything,
and they'll
not just the staff,
everyone, everybody, right? And say, okay, by 2030, having all these things that you wanted,
Yeah.
do you actually believe? Not so actually. Do you believe you can actually win? What
Only-
makes you
it's
say that?
only
Yes.
As great. The teams are still. If you can get these guys to all be 100%,
Okay.
and if I can get a team of 90s, you get what I mean? If I can get a team of 90s that have been taken through the rigors of everything I'm talking about, it's not going to be an easy
Yes.
process. It's not going to be whatever. The average of that team should be able
Better
to
than-
do something versus the bigger, even the bigger guys. I mean, Haaland I'm just going to use Haaland for example. Haaland is the star, go no way. By two,
And
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard, yeah.
You get what I mean? Maybe they are 90s, 95s, let's say. But the rest of the teams are sevens.
yeah.
Sixes and
So
sevens.
then they balance it out and come
get what I
in
mean?
easy 8.
That's what
7.5.
I'm saying.
Okay.
That like from that point of view, for me, these are super soldiers we're building. It's not.
But for me, George,
Spartans, eh?
yeah,
It's super soldiers.
Spartans.
It's super
It's super
soldiers.
soldiers, but-
Guys, if you make it through this thing,
Spartans. Okay.
But for the 6 years between now and 30, you can't expect those boys to be playing for Chelsea at 18, at 16.
why not?
While they're in that program, they will be.
why not?
They're getting developed. You are getting a 13-year-old now, and you are expecting him in the next 2 years to play for Chelsea first team in the
No,
Premier
not
League.
2 years.
In
There's-
3
there's
years.
6 years. You just need
It's 6
2 or
years,
3
but-
years of.
but
So you want,
But
you
they
want them
can't
to be
compare.
playing just before the World
Just before the World
Cup.
Cup, then select them.
Kalako Pirates, Chiefs, Sundowns.
Yeah, but that's my point. That's where I was going before.
Again,
Talifang. I was saying,
yeah.
why the first step for me is fixing the roles and responsibilities of football club. Let's get it right there.
I want him
Yes.
to go. No. I don't want a kid to be playing for TS Galaxy. I
No,
want
I'm not
him.
saying he
I
must play
want
for TS
hold on.
Galaxy,
I
George,
want
no.
this elite guys to be getting. If you're in South Africa, you're getting the most of the
George,
elite.
I'm not saying they must play for ETS Galaxy. I'm saying meanwhile. That's why I'm saying what you are saying. For me, it's impossible at 18, but it can be a possibility at in 2034, 2038. Because for me now, what needs to be right before we can even introduce those 100
see.
players. Wait, let me land quickly.
Let him
Wait,
land.
Let me land.
Let him just
Damn.
beg. Let him
Yeah,
beg.
Mamela,
Yeah.
Coach. I'm saying before we even get those 100 kids or those 50 kids, right, into the national team, why not fix the roles and responsibilities of certain teams? Get it right there. Wait, make the young players bonabo puso, bonabo rile to get game time in those lessons.
No,
Wait. Get it right. Fix the roles and responsibilities of other teams in the
Okay.
Premiership. Then those players will push us to 2030, so that when we're ready to introduce the 100 players
That's a separate
between the
convo.
30 and
I think-
they have 10 years.
I
As
hear you
Unle-
guys. I
it's
hear
not
you guys
that.
bringing the stuff in. I understand, But those are separate conversations. That is a conversation maybe for Bopuso and those guys and the structure of the league. When you speak about the coaching, that is a separate conversation. What I'm saying for me right now is to say, Nazintwana, Z100. We're mobilizing every single resource in South Africa to make sure that these kids are the best of the best of the best of the best of the best, the creamiest of the creamiest of the crop. Then on top of that, we're going to take all of the knowledge that we have, football, and plug it in there. If it means Abo Mjomane come in, if it means Abo go Sundowns.
Sembata.
No, go Sundowns.
Sembata.
Not the development coach. I'm talking.
Fleming.
No, the advisor. The advisor to I forget why am I forgetting his name?
Mabunda.
No, not Mabunda. The old man.
The old man.
Oh, Trot.
Trapatoni.
Trapatoni. Oh.
With the other guys that are coming through. Coach Pizzo come through and sitting on this thing. When I come through, I'm talking at a scale that we've never done it, to bring all of the knowledge, the resources, everything together. You're going to be sitting with the best of the best of the best of the best of the best that we can offer as a country, and maybe even further on. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, the impossibility is that Shem Aitina Zwane as a country in terms of a football.
Yeah, we need to collaborate.
So the chat is, have those 100 players, those kids, play against these older gentlemen in the PSL.
PSL.
So the pick of the teams that they get to pick from, or they get sent to, Pirates, Sundowns,
overseas,
not Chiefs.
No.
Why don't you want them playing for Stellenbosch?
Because that's not the league.
It's not here.
Stellenbosch is playing CAF Champions League, Confederation.
How many World Cup winners have come from the CAF Champions League?
Yeah, but if you're expecting them to, they must come from Pirates Sundowns. Isn't that the same thing with Stellenbosch? Don't you think we're doing well because Stellenbosch is contributing with regards to competing in the league?
We don't want contributors. We want what George is saying. He wants the best of the best of the best.
To play where?
To play in the best of the best of the best.
So the best
to put
of the
them in
best
the
is
highest.
No,
it's not
the
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
No, the best of the best is Pirates.
In this country, yes.
Sundowns for
And
me.
Sundowns.
Pirates.
But don't you think the game time is gold? Would be gold dust even at Stellenbosch with playing league, competing every season
Versus
for each and
who?
every.
But then you keep talking.
I'm not. Look, I was saying if it's in the country, I want them to go to a Sundowns. Sundowns is one of the best developed. That's why I made the example of it's Benny going from was it 7 Stars? He went to Cape Town,
And then Ajax.
then went to Ajax. So when he gets to Ajax at 17 or Portugal, he went to Ajax then Portugal. Ne?
Yes, went to Porto.
In those 2 years where he was 17, 19, now he bumps into a Mourinho at Portugal. Right? Now he's playing in a Porto side that's playing in the Champions League, for example. I want to recreate that, but I want to do it at a mass scale. It mustn't be just Upeni who just so happened to become a Champions League
I would rather
player.
say infiltrate them, Bafage in all 16 teams. APC, where you say that would make more sense to me rather than saying them.
It's one of the clubs.
But I wouldn't even. I
wouldn't
say,
even want them.
I wouldn't
But it's
even
impossible
say
to get
locally. I would say Sundowns, but for
George,
me, I'd want them to.
Yes, for sure, George. But maybe we can get 30 into Europe. What about the other 70 that we've trained, that we've invested money in?
Chief,
100 must go.
Go away.
There's plenty of teams in the
They
world.
must go.
Yeah, but
They must go
guys, there's only
abroad.
5 leagues that we can send these boys to. We can't send our boy to the 2nd division of Indonesia.
So here's the chat.
Just because he's not playing in South Africa. I mean, for me, I would rather allow my boys to play Champions League. We've got 4 teams that are competing with CAF Champions League, and we've got really good teams like about TS Galaxy. They might not be in that space, but they've done well in terms of contributing to Bafana Bafana. Stellenbosch for me is good because
But we're not looking for done well, though.
We want perennial winners.
I want.
Don't you think those boys will improve the Betway Premiership?
50 pennies.
We're not trying to improve the
I don't care about
Betway.
the Betway Prem right
World
now.
Cup, ungakhohlwa.
I don't care about
The
that.
goal is
we
World
can't
Cup.
even we can't have players that we can't relate to going to. As far as Noguta Boban,
Relate,
No,
Who needs relation?
Relationism, yeah,
Okay,
Lindo.
let's be honest. Could you relate to Steven Pienaar?
Pegu, tlatlamehlo.
Could you relate to Benny? Let's be honest.
They're going to be a
That's the goal. Spread them out the Betway Premiership. Out the Betway Premiership.
Sometimes football. Sometimes football is not as easy as at 18. Everything. And you
to win.
I'm saying if so will never say didn't have them. I think anything else. We have to now find about Ozil. Ozil is one of the guys that came through.
Yeah, the goal says.
Abo Lam, Abo's Ban
Yes.
Ban. And those guys became World
But
Cup
they
win-
got
No,
about Ozil from even the neighboring countries.
but he was playing in Germany.
As a German.
Yeah.
Never played for Turkey.
So it's like that thing, Yoguti. They might not have known that they're building towards a World Cup winning thing.
No, but they did. That was their plan.
No,
That was the plan, they did say.
but that came after. Then I can
England-
say
They haven't won the World
no,
Cup.
Do you know what's nice? I'm broke, ne? But I'm gonna give you advice on saving. I'm broke.
My brother.
I can't do anything else. So now I become a very good saver because I'm broke. It wasn't when I had money. When Germany had money and they were importing all of those guys, they weren't developing the players as you said, right? Now those situations forced them to think in a completely different way. That's where your plans come up. That's what I'm saying. For me, I want the catalyst to be we're doing this 100 player what thing for the 2030 by force. Then it's nice.
You know what George Mina would say in this conversation? Well, how I would conclude this. There are
You
advantages.
were supposed to come with yours. Why was Big
Oh,
No, because we are coming. No, Mina, it's coming. No, you know what we're doing.
It's a great, it's a great thing.
It's more like a system team, right? When a coach comes into a system team, because a system is more of a collaborative, a tactical game model. That the star is not the player, but the team, right? It's exactly that. The biggest responsibility is to upgrade what you're saying. So our role today, I feel, is your plan was so good that it just needed an upgrade a little bit. But also in every operational system, there's benefits and negatives, right? If I'm using the right English. But my bigger point here is that in the positives of the fact that you will, in those 100 players, you will be closer, right? To getting what you want or achieving the goal that you want. But also the positive is the fact that those players might have longevity, it might improve South African football and so forth and so forth. The negatives as well is that those kids might not win. Or maybe not the negative or the disadvantage is that they might not win, but they might bring you closer, just like Morocco. Morocco is using the very same model, where yes, they might not have won the World Cup, but it brought them closer. And with the under-17s, you can see the difference. With the under-20, you can see the difference. You can now count them as well beaters. You can count them as favorites if you're going into this World Cup, which is what
Favorites
this can
is
do.
crazy.
No, they're one of the favorites. I think so.
Favorites is nuts.
Well,
Why
were
wouldn't they be
top
favorites when they were top four?
last time? Top four.
Based on reference,
Top four.
they top four. Why would
four.
they're the best? Even now, they're favorites to win.
Okay,
AFCON.
okay. Who are
Just
the top
because
five?
Bashai.
Who are the top five favorites in for the World Cup?
Why are we going there?
Just quickly. If you're to say, if you're saying favorites, Morocco, who are the favorites to win the World Cup?
To win the World Cup,
Want to win it?
I mean, I'm going to be a little bit biased. I'll say Spain.
Okay.
Spain. I think even Carlo is a serial winner. He might surprise you.
With Brazil.
Carlo Ancelotti. But I would Martinez for me has failed so many times in major
Argentina,
competitions
would you say
for me
Argentina?
to. But he's got a super squad in Portugal. Portugal has a super squad. France, you can't count them out. Thomas Tuchel is more pragmatic, and we've seen in major competitions
do something with England,
that pragmatic coaches normally, we've seen it in Italy. It's very difficult. That's why I'm saying.
Then you're putting Morocco in there.
Morocco, because it's very difficult to even count.
Based on what? Are you basing?
okay,
You know what? It's fine.
Who are favorites for you?
That you've just mentioned.
Okay, are those clear favorites, or is it, Tuchel might?
That's
This
exactly what I'm
one
saying.
might.
Yes.
Spain has a chance.
That's why
France
you need
is
to
like
give
this.
benefit of the doubt to Morocco.
It's a lot of benefit of the doubt.
Spain is not a
Given.
benefit of the doubt. Spain is a benefit.
Yes.
Come on.
Spain.
So wouldn't you give Morocco a
guys.
chance with that squad? Have you seen the Morocco squad?
History, guys.
Have you seen the squad? It's Morocco.
History. It's history.
What's history?
What has Spain done? Now, what has Spain done?
Did Spain not just win the Euros? Spain just won a continental
And
championship.
then after that, what do they do in the Nations
There,
League?
there has who cares about the Nations League?
Because it's the best playing the best. What have
No,
they
it's
done
not.
there?
No, the Nations League is trash. We all
Them
know the
playing
Nations League is
each other.
trash.
But all of the teams, France, Spain, England, they're all Nations League. How can you say it doesn't count
what?
and then say all those guys are really good?
No, it counts. It's an international competition.
But
It
anyway,
counts.
just to get back to this thing to
So
close.
my point here,
Morocco's
I
crazy
just wanted to
stuff.
learn to say what we are speaking about.
Whether you like it, they were semi-finalists. They were top 4
I would
last
put them
World
there,
Cup.
Josh.
Top 4.
I would
The
put
under
them
20s didn't they just win the?
Yeah, they did.
They just
They
won
did
the World Cup. Like, they're not a joke.
They're a serious team. They're a serious team, Khalifa.
I'm gonna pin this.
Yeah,
video.
no,
I'm gonna
for
pin
sure.
this
I'm
video.
not saying they will win, but I'm
Yeah.
saying they are. They
That's
can
fair.
pose Brazil, they can pose Portugal, England. Defensively, they look very solid. They've got one of the best goalkeepers, Upono. The defense, the midfield, the attack.
What really?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
derailing.
yeah,
time.
so-
For
But
time.
anyway, George, my point was there's positives and there's negatives. But I feel like the positives are more than the negatives.
With what? George's idea? Okay. Look, you started off this thing saying, I asked you, can 18-year-olds win the World Cup?
Yes. Still, I'm there.
Based on what? What makes you say
Starting
that? I'm just asking, because you're just saying, it sounds like hope.
No, it's not hope. It's
So
not hope.
what are you basing it on when you say 18-year-olds can win a World Cup?
If
A tournament of that stature.
If your under 20s can win an AFCON, if your under 17s can do well in
Thing.
So do what they did. Obviously, they didn't go very far because, again, I don't think there's structure. But I'm gone.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
There's a conversation actually that needs to be
Gone.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
There's a conversation actually that needs to be an uncomfortable
Good
conversation
boys in
about colored
Portugal
boys
right
in
now
this country.
as well.
No,
Yeah.
but again,
They
if-
are
if-
so good,
if
and
you
we
can
don't give
yeah.
them they don't get the media coverage, and we don't speak about them as much. But the colored boys, it's another conversation that we need to talk about.
But
Actually.
that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
let's engineer these things instead of having it being
By chance.
siyalitshayisa.
By chance.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we can, since we've been able to do it before, develop a Benny, develop a Lucas Khatebe who's still held to the highest esteem. Called Leeds, he was playing in,
Yes.
well, not the Champions League, but he was playing in those
They went to
things.
the Premiership
You
and
had
then
those
became
guys
a
who were
legend.
starting in the Prem. I mean, it's not far away from Abu Dikhash. Dikhash
Dikhash
was
was
playing
also there.
Khumalo.
week in, week out.
Stephen
And those
Pienaar
guys-
was that guy.
and those
Was
guys
he?
were
Khumalo, ningamkhohlwa.
okay,
Okay,
Bogari
cool.
Khumalo,
Cool.
yeah. and those guys were developed.
Tottenham, eh?
Those guys were developed by luck. Can you imagine then if we were able to take all of the resources we possess? Guys, there's a lot of things in South Africa that are insane. But because Isafi yazenzela,
Mang.
lo academy yakhe yazenzela, lo hlezi lapha, ulindola.
Yeah.
Because of that, the countries that beat us are countries that come together and they do this. The
Yeah.
plan I'm talking about gives you your suckers, gives you those guys who go to a Euros, you know what I mean, and get to a final, lose because
Look,
like a closed line.
I'm sold.
Those are the things I'm saying. So if we can distill all of that and concentrate it, guys.
Not win the World Cup at 18, but there's so many positives
You
in
see,
those.
but-
In that
But-
operation system, there's a lot of positives, but not to win the World Cup with 18-year-olds.
I'm sold.
With experience, with Ronza,
I-
Zambogas, Rilem
Well,
Fouquet.
now you are adding something else.
Yes, I am.
with the 300. With
Bafana
already
play them
experienced players that we have.
first team, have them play all of you'll lose for sure.
Yeah, gonna catch
You'll
hands.
lose.
Where? In the World Cup?
No. In the run up to all of those
From the
things.
from the 15,
Like
from
I'm saying,
13
this
to
is
18.
crazy. Again,
Yes, it
this
is
is a very
yes.
crazy thing that I'm putting on the table. To even say, Naiba fan, these 17-year-olds are going to
So
play.
you are saying, George, basically
Next
you don't want to
5
see
years.
Rilem Fukeng playing the World Cup in 2030.
No.
No, I'm just
Why
asking.
are you saying that? Who said that?
No, I'm
Who
asking.
said that?
No, I need to win OT. They into analysis na 18 cover zone.
If they're better,
you take all of
if
them.
he's better, or okay, you wouldn't take a better player.
I
So
would.
Imagine relay times 2, and you're saying to me, no, relay must go play.
Because really.
Because really. No, if
Just
he's
a question.
better, it's a question. Umbogazi starting for Bafana 1 year in professional. 1.
Which is great.
Not
and
even.
and he's captain.
1, he's captain.
Captain. Yes.
So must do Spisico.
No, but
I'm
but,
just
but,
saying.
No, but I don't want to answer Ilen to Zengzo. But my
No,
point
I'm
here
not
is
saying-
Rilem
I'm
Fukeng.
not saying Spies is
Rilem
bad.
Fukeng
I'm
at
saying-
25 is I really hope so.
But
it's
if-
better
but
than
if
Rilem
there's a-
Fukeng at 21
but
because I'm
if there's a
expecting
better
him
player
at
than Rilem-
25 to be world class.
But yes, world class is crazy.
No, but if relay
Why
was in,
not?
if relay was in
You know this
project,
term
why
world
would
class,
it-
we
why
just be
would it be
throwing it
world-
out
if
and
relay was in
shit, like-
project 100, if relay was in project 100, and it wasn't a relay that was then discovered at a certain time by Pirates, because remember Pirates didn't develop him, if I'm not mistaken, fully. If it's not that, guys, imagine where he'd be right now. Really, imagine.
It's this world class quickly. Class. What?
Left.
So,
There's so many.
you can go into any team in the world
Put me in.
and
coach.
start. That in three.
I hope yes, for sure, because the
Yeah.
Ojema Bizela, exceptional. And, the value. Yeah.
We've seen this before. Go on, Upeni, guys. Where-
Consistency, big game temperament, scored goals of consequence. Plays
That's
matches.
Sharp, guys.
Could play for
It's
any
not
team
world
in the
class.
world.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Remember again, it's for us to really make this football better, and that is up to you guys to also join us in the press by this man. Oops. This so football is shout out to Sport Pensa for helping us make it count, and then also Omni Audio on the other side, guys. Come again, guys. Because Sport Pesa loves you guys so much, they want to help you make it count by giving you a plate. You can put money on it, of course, and if you don't get We're going to go Orkant a little bit this week. You know how we're going into internationals. So we're now going to speak about what's going to happen. Tottenham versus Manchester United, a Manchester United team that comes into this game with a 2-2 versus Nottingham Forest, and then a Tottenham that this week beat Copenhagen.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
Where's this game going to go? Where's this game going to go?
Look, I really thought United was doing something. I thought Amorim could be perhaps. But now, even that game against Forest last week, I don't know who they played. It was a 2-2 draw. Not convincing. Spurs. Oh, Makaka of that team, to be very honest. When they played against Spurs, against Chelsea, that game in J is just all over the show. No structure, no creativity. I thought Javi Simons might create something. Bro, like this game is a pub game.
Does Thomas Frank have control of that team? Because I saw his players leaving and not playing, not talking.
Not even greeting him.
Look,
I don't think they rate him.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think they rate Thomas Frank. I don't think so.
Did we start well?
At some point, now it's not Richarlison. Now it's Kolomwani. Now it's Javi Simons. They've lost too many creative players. Kulusevski, Madison, they've lost. Now they can't really create chances. And defensively, they've got Mickey van der Ven, but still, it's not Aitlangani, this team. This is going to be a draw for me. This game.
Scoring draw?
No draw this game.
Wow. Manchester United love these games, to be honest with you. They love these games, especially away. At Etihad, away at Arsenal, at the Arsenal away at Stamford Bridge. Over the years, they've caused an upset, and I do see this one. I do see them causing an upset again. They love big games. They love these matches. They're like almost like a Kaizer Chiefs. They are very motivated when they play Sundowns, Pirates, Chiefs. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised.
The issue is that Spurs is not a top team. So
but it's very difficult to go away at Spurs and get a result. You know, not everybody's a Chelsea, but I do expect Manchester United. I do expect Manchester United.
Okay.
And in early goal in the game, close shop.
1-0.
1-0. Early goal in the game.
Okay, according to the bookies, 3.6 for a draw. You've got 2.8 for a Tottenham win and a 2.4 for a Manchester United win. Remember, the smaller the number, the more likely it is to happen, the less money you get because it's expected. The bigger the upset, the more money you can win. Let's go to someone who's wearing the jersey icon. Sunderland versus Arsenal. First place Arsenal, fourth place Sunderland. Sunderland coming from a 1-1 draw with Everton. Arsenal coming from a 3-0 Slavia Praha.
Look, it's 8 goals, not having conceded a single goal. 8 games in.
Humble.
My guy, there's
consistency.
no
Performance is important. You know what I will do? What I will give you?
No.
The fixture. I fixed Antoine Komile this season.
What do you mean? We've faced Newcastle.
Mention the last 3 games.
Please. In this run, we faced Newcastle. We faced Aston Villa. We faced United. We faced Man City. Those are big games.
The last 3 games, Califang. Last 3 games.
Nottingham Forest.
Thank you.
Burnley. I don't know who else.
A tough Burnley team.
But
say it again.
It's Burnley, Forest, and who else?
And
Crystal Palace.
And Crystal Palace and Sunderland. And expect
first, mind you, Sunderland is top 4. Mind you,
about the Arsenal here.
No.
Everyone is expecting you to collect.
No one was expecting us to be number 1 after that first 5 games. No one was expecting.
Everyone is expecting Arsenal to do well.
After we faced Liverpool, after we faced City, after we faced Newcastle away. Come on.
This season, everybody was expecting Arsenal to be number 1.
Yeah.
We were.
But you're saying I must humble myself. If that's an expectation, I must humble myself.
Because this is not something that you should be gloating about. I think for me, these 4 games, I were expected to 12 points.
This game is a tricky one.
Mara, the
When you want to win the league,
This
the
game
3
is a
points are
tricky
3
one.
points,
Sunderland is
Marilyn. The 3
tricky.
points are 3 points.
This Sunderland game
Sunderland
is
is tricky.
The one that's number 4 right now.
Number 4.
Stanford Bridge.
Sunderland.
Stanford Bridge. Ne?
Yini Stanford Bridge. Let's go.
It's Stanford Bridge.
Nabo Champong. They shoot. Oof. Oh, and that no. Yeah.
3-0 result. 2 goals, Saka. 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Then Eze kills the game. 3-0.
Yo, according to the odds,
Tenders Mnandu is
1.43. Then we move on to come on, Chelsea. This is Wolves. Where are we sitting with that
No, we
one?
always beat Wolves.
20th place.
At 3-1 because we always concede.
with the way you guys are playing.
Yeah, I 3-1 win, to be honest with
Chelsea's
you.
unimpressive.
Because we always
number
concede.
20, man.
Yeah, Wolves is catching hands.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The only problem with Chelsea is I could have said 3-0, but I'm thinking, defensively we always concede a goal,
Yes.
so I might say 3-1.
Even against Wolves, you
What's
concede.
going with Gusto as a
Chelsea,
midfielder,
yeah,
man? What's
we-
going on?
Yeah, like we.
Kopa.
Yeah,
This
no,
gen-
I'm
this thinking
more than
number
coaches
6
in
Lena.
fact to have, yeah.
I don't know what's
And the
going
English
on.
and the English media is complaining about these.
Maran muzwa velu mares kanimthandi vele.
No, but I think he'll win this game. I think 3-1.
Okay, 3-1,
Yeah, because
3-1.
Wolves is daily bread of everybody right now. It's a 3-0 wins to Chelsea. They're not going to score. Not
So
Wolves.
over 2.5.
yeah.
Are we saying
Yeah.
over 2.5?
Yeah.
3-0.
Chelsea for
Okay.
sure.
Chelsea,
For
of course,
sure.
7th on the log, and then Wolves 20th. The odds say 4.99 for a draw. They've got Wolves win at 7.87, similar to Sunderland versus Arsenal. Then, of course, you've got Chelsea with a 1.39. So, Team Yako is expected to win.
Clean.
Yeah.
Ngithi
I'm
ngikhuluma
expecting a result.
ngama-expectation.
I'm expecting a result myself.
Here's a big one. Manchester City versus Liverpool. A Liverpool team that just comes from beating Madrid 1-0. A Man City that just
Unconvincingly.
beat Burnley 3-1. Amara win is a win.
Unconvincingly.
In the last 6 games, Manchester City has 5 wins and 1 loss. Liverpool has 3 losses and 3 wins in their last 6. Guys, where is this going?
Difficult game. Blockbuster over fixture. Not the same team anymore. But I think Pep might have an idea. Playing at home, Manchester City, I do see City beating Liverpool 2-1.
Tell me about that number 10.
That's how cheeky.
Tell me about that number 10.
Cheeky. That's all Pep mina ngimncane.
Check.
Pep mfetha kadlali ngeinsimbi esenta mfethu. Like midfielders that have defensive qualities. He knows that kufuneka umuntu okwazi ukuvula akuvaliwe. You knows that you need that special midfielder, that magician that can play closer to goal. You know, he play el petit basket, el nama fruits, banana, all these nice fruits. You think pass, red carpet pass, take shots outside the
Ufuna
box,
ama-sweet,
left, right,
nigga, ama-fruits.
joining late in the box, the vertical runs, late midfield runs. Uphethe yonke into. Uphethe yonke into leya ngwenya leyana. It's just that the injury it delay the progression. But in England, they don't appreciate those players. That's why I didn't want him to come. I wanted him to go to Spain. But since I coach Pep, I think Pep will get him to that level, got David Silva, even though David Silva was on another level. But if he does have a consistent 2 years, 3 years playing in the English Premier League, I think he can be very close to what Silva used to do.
Is that not
Arelindo, hona le di nectarines, le di
dog
mandarins.
tangerine, le di
That's-
pineapple?
I see the
Not batla di
orange.
sweets.
Yeah, but
Batla
the
di go
orange.
slow, ya no nchaya di.
They have the pass
Career.
the pass le shaya, tanya shaya pegele besa.
Where are you sitting with
Look,
this?
I'm afraid Chekri might just end up like Phil Foden.
Ooh.
That's my worry.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad
Go
thing.
deeper.
It's
Go
a bad
deep.
thing because what you talk about Phil Foden, he was that guy. Lezi Zimnandi, magician can create, Maverick has freedom. Then we thought he might then be the next David Silva as well. Had a player of the season, as we all remember. Player of the season, which is unfair. But anyways. Now, Phil Foden says him Phil Foden. He's like, what's a Phil Foden? What's that? We used to call him Stockport Iniesta, number one.
Why? Do you think it's the coaching or?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they get found out, or maybe Pep Yamvala. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping with Shekri, maybe he learns. Maybe Pep could learn with. Okay, let's not take Shekri and put him in the same box as Phil Foden. I hope that doesn't happen because Shekri is ridiculous.
You didn't take the next step, Foden. I think. He's one of those players Nandi, but there wasn't.
What's the next step when he's the player of the season?
I think
when he's the next step.
When he's the guy that
efficiency. I think the one thing that Sheki has right now is that efficiency of being able to find specifically Haaland, who's also on fire. We didn't speak about Haaland.
Losing the soul of the game.
But before we go away from this one, I want to ask you about Liverpool. We're seeing Vert struggling.
Yes.
We're seeing Isak struggling. We're seeing makeshift. What
Firstly, first and foremost, that right back Connor Bradley. Okwetse Vinny Jr. the whole game.
Yeah, but wait. I'm going to correct that writing. And Bola sometimes very subjective. Do you know there's players who prepare their lives? Vinny Jr. has to, and this is what makes the best players. It's because they come up against every single game against a fullback that prepare his whole life for that moment.
Yes.
You could see that Vinicius was playing against pride and will and
yes.
And the Brazil that's why I Spain we keep a game that's what they do
the whole game.
Yeah, but he was playing against Will. Yes, big
but,
up, did well.
But doesn't Vinny know what is going to happen? Vinny was useless. Vinny against 4 call the whole game.
Yeah,
that time they were playing
he was playing against somebody who was preparing that for the whole 3 months.
But as Vinny does not know Vinny that people are going to do that. People are going to prepare for
Vinny,
him.
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you want that battle, you can give him credit for that. But yeah, it ends there.
But I feel like they've stabilized from that right backside. Yeah. So what's like moves in the midfield, right? And is way better in the midfield. Because Soboslai sometimes become right back and so I think they've got stability from that side. Frimpong can't get into the team. It's late for him because of that guy. From the first innings.
Wait. Then is it sustainable or is it a once-off thing? Like Lindo speaking
it's
about
a once-off. Because Connor Bradley and I, when Trent got injured last season, Connor Bradley came through, had a good spell of 3 games, and then fell off again. So I think just it's one game. We're not saying he's the best right back.
No,
we're not saying that. Yeah. But I was shocked. I was like, but this is not Vinny Jr. What's this? What am I looking at right now? So from that, maybe it adds stability in their back line.
Okay.
They just have no creativity, Liverpool, at all. They're trying to create Florian Wirtz, but Abamafagi, in the pocket of space where he can do something. He's playing on the left. I don't know what they're doing. So Man City is going to win that easy game.
Okay. Liverpool does have creativity. You've got one of my favorite players, McAllister. You've got again.
What's McAllister good at? Please tell me what McAllister is good at. Creativity, McAllister. The only thing he's good at is looking like Lionel Messi. That's it. Nothing else. McAllister's nothing. Please. Average player. McAllister. With the number 10 jersey. That make me sick.
Player
McKelly, why? Okay,
in England, you will never players like David Silva, Ozil, Sartika Zola, McAllister, they will never be appreciated.
McAllister is nowhere near Santika Zola. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not even near Caicedo. Not even near.
Caicedo.
No,
Caicedo udlala Chelsea. So I have to protect that.
Nowhere near Caicedo.
No, I'm saying Caicedo is a Chelsea player, so I will obviously defend Caicedo. But I don't think that Caicedo is better than McAllister.
Ask him one question. What is McAllister good at?
He's good at a lot of things.
What, running?
Not running.
What?
No.
What? Why you hear them?
No.
Tell me what he's good at.
No, he's good at a lot of things.
Tell me.
You want me to profile him? Do you have time for me?
It's a good answer. What is he good at?
He's a technician.
Technician Gupingani.
Pass left and right. Yeah. He is a technician.
Guys, for time.
He's a technician. He's good at recycling the ball retention.
Recycling the ball.
Okay.
You're talking about him like he's Thiago Alcantara. He's not.
This is what we're good at, giving predictions. You said, this side, you said, score.
1-0 Man City. What is happening?
I said Pep. I think 2-1. I said 2-1.
Okay, so according to the odds, mina ngithi Man City to win. According to the odds, you've got a 3.88 chance for a draw. Liverpool have a 3.44 chance to win. But the bookies don't really also believe in Man City that much because they're giving them a 2. Right? So that's going to be very interesting. Guys, I want us to touch very quickly on the Carling knockout. Richards Bay is... we're going to start here. Arrows, Gallants. Mangoba's Cookie. Do you think Arrows can take it?
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, win. You mean win the game?
You win this game.
Arrows is an informed team. They've got goals in them. Defensively, they look solid. Excited to watch them actually today. Gallants. If you know what, also I'm also thinking about the All-Star team because for me, for it to genuinely be an All-Star team, maybe we could use the players with TS Galaxy. So if Arrows does win there, you would have a Puso. I need us to vote for Puso into that All-Star team. Players like Abu Kuluman and Damas, I think it would add that game. And I'm hoping that Orlando Pirates does win this competition. But other than that, Golden Arrows, I see Golden Arrows going through 2-1. But Puso still gets the man of the match in that game.
Look, Gallants is a strongish team.
Very strong.
Lafitte is 28-year-old coach, by the way.
No, Galan, sorry, apologies.
Because you keep saying TS Galaxy. I'm like, what's
sorry,
going on?
guys, apologies.
Yeah.
I thought, Golden Arrows will go through. Apologies. I don't know why I'm thinking of TS Galaxy in my head. Apologies on that. I love TS Galaxy. Love TS Galaxy.
Gallants, very tough team to play against. But Mangoba's cooking. All the goals that Arrows is scoring right now, they seem to have found their rhythm.
I mean, I hear you, but I'm with Olindo. I'm with Olindo. You said Arrows win, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying Arrows has a 1-0 game.
Okay. Richards Bay Pirates.
Yeah.
Richards Bay Pirates.
Sundowns. I can't believe what you know. What? Sorry.
I need Orlando Pirates to win this competition.
Sorry.
So that we can have a proper All-Star
Guys,
game.
what was Puzile dog?
Okay.
Police. Against Sundowns. Should have beaten Sundowns.
Sorry. I believe that Orlando Pirates needs to win this competition for the sake of the competition itself. I know that we're going to AFCON, but I know that there's Orlando Pirates boys in that All-Star team because the competition is about to end. But I'm really excited. I would encourage people to vote for the DDC players, vote for some of the players like Abu Kuluman and Damase to genuinely make that All-Star team an All-Star team. More especially now that Chiefs is out, Mamelodi Sundowns. I think I saw in Marcelo Allende into that space as well. Sitlenduli is in the team. But if Orlando Pirates does win this, and then I'm excited to see people like Abu Tach Mabaso, Mfundo Vilagazi.
But Pirates has been inconsistent a little bit. Yeah. And in this tournament, they haven't done well usually. It's usually a shock. Yeah. Can Richards Bay shock them? Or will Pirates and how should Pirates approach this game for you?
I think Orlando Pirates is in form. I think for me the tactical game model that they're going to come up against is that the Orlando Pirates is vulnerable with advanced fullback. So the Richards Bay might want to use the pacey forwards to attack those spaces. Have a two block of 4. Then Orlando Pirates has the responsibility of breaking that low block, and they've done very well this season with breaking a low block with Abo Apoli, Sabo Mreme running in behind, Sipumbule Mbata taking shots outside the box. So I do see Orlando Pirates causing Richards Bay a lot of problems. And for me, it's important for Wadu to win this competition. So this game becomes important because if he wins this competition 2 years from now, when you look at his career at Orlando Pirates, you will say that he won the MTN8, he won the Carling Black Label, he competed for the league. Yes, he did not do well in the CAF Champions League, lost. But I think that you will look at his career at Orlando Pirates with what he's done, the competitions that he participated in, and I feel that if he does win this, I think he remains in the good books in the Orlando Pirates faithful.
He needs to win.
Champions League preliminary rounds.
This is the thing. He needs for his CV and for his legacy at Pirates. It started off with a very black spot, very, 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 very dark spot.
Yeah.
As you're saying, the preliminary rounds, which is very important. So he needs to do all he can to win every single cup he possibly competes in. Yeah.
But
I don't know. I worry about his game management and substitutions he makes during the game. When I watched that Sundowns game, I was like, but my boy, Sundowns is not the Sundowns that we know when we played them. And I was hoping that you go and be brave enough and put attackers there to take and pick at Sundowns. No, the likes of Apolis for Kwaiba, for instance, what are you doing?
Yeah, even Mahopa. Even Mahopa.
It doesn't make sense,
but
right?
to go back,
So I don't know if I'm hoping in a game like this he prepares himself, even when the game state changes, to change, he's able to adapt.
But does he need to win every single trophy? And is it possible? Because you've got the 3 trophies and the league.
I think it's possible.
It's possible with the squad we have.
I think he has to.
He has to with the squad we have.
He has to.
He has to.
He has to, George.
Not saying he can. He
has to, George. I believe so as well.
That thing is a huge stain.
Are you saying quadruple?
He must go for it.
He must go for it.
He must go for it. With the squad he has to. He must.
Are you saying quadruple?
Please understand.
Quadruple, no, it's 3.
To wash off that stain.
MTN Nedbank calling knockout league.
League will be very difficult, but the 3.
I'm asking.
Must
he go for
treble.
everything?
He must go for every single. Dude,
going for the league for sure, but I'm saying the league, but the ones that I think that he's got a big chance because it Roya Ngani, Orlando Pirates in these CAF competitions.
Dog, to lose preliminary round, dog, I think is a bad stain.
But
bad
you're asking him
stain.
to do something that's never been done.
That's because it hasn't been done, doesn't mean it can't be done.
It can be.
Can be. Just like you said, the 18-year-olds.
Why are you
And Orlando Pirates, George, in the last 3 years, they've played every game in the MTN 8, every game in the Nedbank Cup. That's why they need to win this one. They've got the experience because it's proven that second round they do well in the Nedbank Cup. They've played every game in the Nedbank Cup. Yes, they lost in the final, but they played every game in the last 3 years.
Every single trophy must go for it. He must.
But
go
then
for
in the league, the gap was anyway.
It's
You guys are disrespecting. That's why
that's why I'm saying the league will be difficult.
He must go for it.
The league will be difficult.
He must go for it.
I'm saying can he? Because like I said, I know you guys are saying the squad and all of that stuff. Again, that gap that Sundowns has, the hat at the top, is nothing small. So that means being on 100% for all of the quali knockout games, for all of the Nedbank Cup games, for all of the league games.
What's the point of having that kind of squad? 100%. What's the point of having that squad, having less games?
No, I'm not saying it's the point. I'm saying it's never been done. And that gap, to close that gap, is something that Pirates has not been able to do for how long?
We're two games in hand to Sundowns.
But you're still going to have to play the whole season 100%, balls to the wall, pedal to the metal, all of those English words.
For Pirates to win the league, their creative department is going to play a crucial role, just like what happened over the weekend, where the creative department didn't play. They can't sulk. Because there's games where they might need players that can defend larger spaces, right? Rather than Bonabutito Nabumbulu, who are players that defend smaller spaces. But for me, the creative department of Orlando Pirates, for them to win the league, they could, just like Sundowns, you will never see players with Sundowns. I'm talking about the creative department, Isalka. And I think that has been the challenge. If Tito doesn't play, he wants to sulk. I'm hoping that Umbule doesn't sulk. Really, himself, he mustn't sulk. The entire creative department, that every time when the coach calls you as an impact player, that's what show up, perform.
In the span, circle, done.
Score prediction.
Pirates 1-0.
Pirates.
Evlala to score, obviously.
Yeah, no, the Pirates scores goals in cup competitions. I do see a 3-1 result.
Evlala to score, obviously.
Extra time. Win for Pirates.
Or negative.
Guys, that has been the betting segment. Shout out to SportPesa for helping us make it count and helping you maybe make some money and put that into your pockets, guys. It's been great. Remember, if you win, something. If you lose, this has not been betting advice. Join the press, guys. Don't forget to like.